the channel Maths Insider. So today we're going to take the topic of quadratic formula and its derivation and how it is important to solve the quadratic equations. So what you will learn from this video are, we'll learn about the quadratic formula, what is the formula all about, and how we can able to derive that from the given quadratic equation. So simple derivation, yet it is very important how we are deriving it, because sometime if we don't remember, still we can able to derive and we can able to get the formula. Then application of the quadratic formula, which is also important, where we need to apply the formula and when to use this method. Again, this is an important thing, when we will use this method to solve the quadratic equations for the given variables. Then we'll do some quick revisions about what we will be learning throughout this video. This is an important topic because with this formula we're going to solve many problems. So you watch this video till the end. Hope you will enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, now we want to see what is the standard formula of the quadratic equation. So we're going to learn what is the standard formula of the quadratic equation for the given quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So this is the standard equation, and here a should not be equal to 0, so that we can have this quadratic equation in place. So the formula is given by x equal to b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is very important formula. So here we have b and we have b square minus 4, so there will be a minus sign before b. Sorry for that. So a minus sign will be there. So x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So you put a minus sign before b. We'll show you in the derivation. Now let's derive the formula. So we have the equation as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Now step 1, what we will going to do is that we'll first divide both the left hand side of the equation and right hand side of the equation by a. So what we will get: x square by a, b, x by a, c by a, and 0 by a is 0. Or this a cancel, so x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. So this is step 1. Now in step 2, what we will going to do is that we'll move the constant. What is the constant here? C by a is the constant. So we'll move the constant value from left hand side to the right hand side. So then what we will have, we have x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0, or we will get x square plus b by a times x equal to minus c by a, because we are moving plus c by a from the left hand side to the right hand side. Now step 3, we'll add the square term. So we will add one square term, which is b by 2a whole square. So we will add this square term on both the sides of the equation. So then what will be my equation? So we have x square plus b by ax equal to minus c by a, or x square plus b by ax. So we have x square plus b by ax plus b by 2a whole square, which is equal to minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. So we are adding this on the both the side of the equation so that they cancel each other. So we are adding b by 2a whole square to make the left hand side expression a perfect square. So we'll just check how we'll get the perfect square. So or x square plus 2 times b by 2a into x plus b by 2a whole square equal to minus c by a plus b by 2a whole square. So here what we do is that we have put 2 and then we have divided the 2 so that they cancel each other and we will be having b by a. So we have multiplied 2 and then we have divided in the term b by a so that they cancel each other and we will be having b by a. So the equation holds good. Now, so we have step number 4. What we will going to do is that we'll convert the left hand side expression into a perfect square. So already it is in a perfect square. So how we can write x square plus 2 times b by 2a into x plus b by 2a whole square. So this whole expression becomes a perfect square. And on the right hand side we have minus c by a plus b square by 4a square. So if I square it, it will become b square by 4a square. So this is the perfect square. So it is of the form, so this whole thing is in the form of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So now if we express the same thing over here, it will become x plus b by 2a whole square, which is equal to 4a square. We are taking the LCM, so we get 4ac plus b square, which is equal to b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So this is the equation we got this equation. Now step number 5, what we will going to do is that we'll take the square root for both the expression of the left hand side as well as the right hand side. So if we take the square root, so x plus b by 2a whole square will become x plus b by 2a, whereas we are getting this whole thing b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So now simplifying this term, x plus b by 2a equal to plus minus root over b square minus 4ac in the numerator and denominator. We are again getting out 4a square as 2a. So square of 2a is 4a square and square root of 4a square is 2a. So step 6, the final formula is x. We are moving b by 2a from left hand side to right hand side, so it become minus b by 2a plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now we are taking 2a as an LCM, so it becomes x equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So in the first statement what we have written, it should be minus b. We have written only b, so be careful. So it will be minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now application of this quadratic formula, where we are going to apply this formula. So we can use this for this particular formula to find the roots. This is very important, roots of the quadratic equation. So in the previous video what we have seen, we are using the factorization method to find the roots of the quadratic equation, but here we can directly use this formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation. That is, we can find the variable x of the quadratic equation. Now if we write the equation as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, that is in the standard form. So the formula is given by x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and the two roots can be written as x1 equal to minus b plus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and the second root becomes minus b minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we got the 2 root. In the other cases also we got the 2 root. In the previous video you have seen. And second, how we can use this formula? We can use this to determine the nature of the roots. This is also a very important point, and many a time question do comes from this particular area. So from the formula we know x square is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Let db is equal to b square minus 4ac. This is called discriminant. This is very important, and from this discriminant we can able to find the nature of root. We'll learn this topic in the upcoming videos. One by one we'll take it, and we can see how we are applying this formula to solve the roots of the variable of the x for the given quadratic equation, and also using this determinant how we can able to find the nature of the root. Now when to use this method? Generally to find the roots or solving the quadratic equation, we'll use this particular formula when factorization is difficult. And when the factorization is difficult, we could not able to split the middle term, or the number is very big. So under those cases we use the factorization. We will not use the factorization, we'll use the formula. And when the numbers are large, so if the number like a, b and c, those constants and coefficients, if they're very large, then also we can use this formula. And when the equation cannot be easily split, that already I have explained. Now some of the important exam tips: write the formula correctly. So remember this formula. So what I would suggest is derive the formula before you start working on the problems. Every time if you derive it, the formula will definitely, you can able to remember it. So x equal to minus b root plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then you can substitute the value correctly, that is a, b and c, from the standard equation, and then you can find the roots. And don't forget this plus minus sign before this square root. This is very important. If you don't put it, then you will only get a single value, and then you simplify step by step. So all these 4 points you should keep in mind when solving this kind of problems. Now quick revision what we have learned so far. So first, how to derive the quadratic formula. So how we have derived it, if you can derive every time before you practice this kind of problem, would be a great practice. For a given quadratic equation x square plus bx plus c, x is given by x equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So where a, b and c are all the constants of the quadratic equations. This method works for all the quadratic equations. So if you want to solve any kind of quadratic equation, you can use this formula easily. So in the next video we will going to learn about the discriminant, that is d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. We're going to learn about the discriminant and the nature of the roots. This is very important. Many a times these problems comes based on this. So very important. If you like the video, please share with your friends, subscribe it. We'll see you in the next video. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you.